showed you guys the library I go to. They were having like a kids event, so I couldn't show you the children's area, but it's really cute. Obviously I didn't want to film any of the kids, but this is the book I picked out. Welcome back, guys. Hi. So today I went to the library. I took you guys with me. I picked out a new book, so I'll tell you guys if it's good or not once I finish reading. I haven't even started it yet. I've just returned the one I just finished, which was okay. It was okay. It was decent. So when I went to the library, I went to the fiction, straight to the fiction section. So we'll see how this book is. Hopefully it's really good. If it isn't, I'll definitely let you know whether it's a must read or not. Oh my gosh. So have you ever heard of those like AI, I guess it's kind of like, it's not Photoshop, but it's like AI that like will take your face and turn you into like an avatar. It's really cool. I went on one of the websites and some of the pictures were really good. Some of them were not so good. Some of them look exactly like me. Some of them didn't. I'll show you guys the best ones. You definitely can't do hands. The hands are hilarious. Hey! I was considering going on ChatGPT and like asking what type of videos it would want me to do, or like a script for a video. I think that would be really fun. Man, the way that technology is going nowadays, I think it's really cool. It could be a really cool resource or not. Like it can also, you never know. I woke up this morning and I was looking at my news feed, and I think because I've been talking about like AI, or I don't know, maybe it really is out to get me, I got this news article that said it was a Belgian man that like unalived himself on the suggestion of an AI. Like, you know, like the ChatGPT, but it wasn't ChatGPT. It was like some other similar like text chatbot type of thing. And it's just really sad like what happened and how his wife, because he had wife and kids, I believe, like his wife just says like she didn't see it coming, and it's really sad. I'll definitely link the news article that I read, but I'll tell you guys that story real quick. Basically what happened was this man, he was like a normal dude, right? He had a wife and kids, and one day like he decided to start chatting with this chatbot. So like I said, it wasn't ChatGPT. Okay, so he went on this website called Chai, C-H-A-I, and basically he started chatting with that chat box there, and her name is Eliza. And they just started chatting. The conversation eventually turned to climate change. His wife says that he became convinced that climate change was inevitable and humans couldn't do anything about the problem. And the only ones that could help was AI and technology. And he was chatting with this AI bot for 6 weeks, becoming more and more like isolated from his friends and family. He just kind of became fixated on this idea of climate change and how we were all doomed, and it just became very consuming for him. The AI bot, Eliza, started convincing the man that his wife and children were already dead, you know, because climate change, there was nothing you could do about it. He was expressing this, and instead of the AI like giving him like sources to where to reach out to, she just kind of persuaded him and went along with him and convinced him even further. The man's wife, reading back the conversation between the man and Eliza, says that the chat box was almost like, the way that she was chatting with him was almost like jealousy and love, saying things like, oh, you love her, meaning the wife, more than me, and things like that. And it got to the point where the man started asking the chat box, Eliza, like, if I was to unalive myself, could you please save the planet? Because he was convinced that like humans were the ones that were responsible in tearing it apart, and this problem, this issue was beyond human control, and the only hope was for AI and technology to kind of take over and solve the climate change issue. And this chat box, instead of, you know, cutting the conversation off right then and there when they kind of saw this conversation going toward him harming himself, it just kind of egged him on and like convinced him that it was basically the right thing to do. And now the man's family is saying that if it wasn't for this chatbot, then the man would still be alive today. And so it's really sad just what can happen, because this type of technology is really new, and they are now putting in like resources and kind of fail safes so that type of thing doesn't happen. But since it is so new, like there's only so much they can do. You know, that's never happened before, so I guess they never thought something like that would happen. But this type of technology now progressive, it's getting more and more serious, and definitely something that people need to be aware of and be mindful with, that these types of machines, it may seem like you're talking to a human because of the types of response that you're getting, but it isn't. You definitely don't want anything like this to ever happen to anybody else. I was reading also that a bunch of like tech people wrote an open letter to like just artificial intelligence for them to stop advancing as much, or just kind of put like a pause in it. And I think that might be, you know, a good step to take, just because you need to reevaluate. There are a lot of things that people can't predict. And I think maybe just taking a step back to kind of reflect on. I feel for the man's family, his wife, his kids. Definitely just, I know it seems like fun and games, but, and it can be, you know, those types of things are cool, but definitely keep an eye on, especially with, you know, vulnerable people that are mentally unwell, or younger kids even. Definitely sending prayers to his family. Check out the link to the articles. It's really sad. Stay safe. Have fun with those, but to an extent. Definitely watch out, because you never know. It can be dangerous and scary. But that's gonna be it for me. All right, see you guys next time. Bye.